Welcome everybody to our June 28th board meeting. I want to make note that all board members are present tonight except Doug Quinn, who had a previous engagement, so he won't be here this evening. I want to thank you all for being flexible tonight with us. Due to the excessive heat warning that was issued by the National Weather Service, we made the decision to end all of our on-site activities and close all Camas School District buildings at 2 o'clock today. So that included all staff, all activities for students, all adult programs, and all evening events. The same kind of thing would happen if we had a snowstorm, so same protocols as we did today. So because of this, we pivoted and moved our school board meeting to this Zoom webinar format, which is allowed under the governor's proclamation. We continue to wait for updated guidance from the State Department of Health regarding school district safety protocols. We'll update our staff and community if there are any changes to these requirements. We have taken our reserved list from today's board meeting and moved it to our July 26th board meeting. And again, if the safety protocols change before July 26th, we'll update our staff and community accordingly before that meeting happens. With that, I would like to move on to the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led by Ms. Connie Hennessy.
Thank you, Tracy. Go ahead and stand up. Ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Connie. I will do our land acknowledgement this evening. I acknowledge that the geographical region of Camas is located on the ancestral and territorial lands of the Chinook and Cowlitz people, and that the Chinook are still fighting to be federally recognized tribe on their own land. I will now move on to item 2, the Milltown Pride Award, and I believe Dr. Snell is going to take that one for us.
Thanks, Tracy. Tonight, we're just recognizing a group of individuals of staff. This is the crew that sets up and takes down for graduation. And as you all know, this year we were able to do graduation in person, which was phenomenal. But there was a lot of logistical work behind the scenes to make that happen. And we also moved Hayes Freedom graduation to Doc Harris. Typically it's in the Liberty Gymnasium. And so the crew not only had to set up and take down on Doc Harris once, but had to do it twice. And then they did it for practices and rehearsals as well. And so just an amazing group of individuals that we really appreciate. We actually recognized them in person last week with the Milltown Pride Awards and shared staff's appreciation and the board's appreciation for all of their effort. I think some of them are on the call tonight. And so really just want to shout out to you all. Sometimes your work is behind the scenes and we aren't able to recognize you in the same way. And so wanted to make sure that you just know how much we appreciate what you've done for graduation. And many of the staff have really just done amazing work all year to get our schools open, to have them stay safe, to work on our HVAC systems, our cleaning and disinfection. So this crew is really kind of the glue that holds a lot of our logistical operations together. And Jessica Beener is the lead for that, and she did a phenomenal job. And so just wanted to recognize them all tonight.
Thank you, Jeff, and very well deserved. I know we are very appreciative of our in-person graduations and all the hard work that went to put those on. We appreciate the staff who took care of that for us. So next we'll move on to item 3, board communications. So I'll open it up to any board members who have anything they would like to share tonight.
I'll go first. This being Jeff's last meeting, Jeff, want to thank you. I want to thank you for all that you've done to serve the students and the families of Camas. And we're not losing you, we're gaining a friendly neighbor that we will grow a partnership with even stronger than it is now because you are there. But you've taught me a lot about what it means to serve the whole child. And I want to thank you because you've always brought your whole self to every decision you've ever made. I've heard your grandpa through you. I've heard Micah. I've heard Stephen, Kenzie, Susie, and I've gotten to appreciate Cookie. And any other family member that I have left out, he is representing you all very well as the whole Jeff that we always got. Truthful, trustworthy, and brought your whole self. So thank you so much for all your service to Camas.
I'll jump in. So ditto, of course. How to add to that? That was a tough one to follow, Erica. Jeff, yeah, just want to thank you for everything you've done for our district, the person that you are, the leadership that you've brought, the clarity you bring, and the vision that you set. Your Vancouver is so lucky to have you. Our loss is their gain. And I just wish you the very best. I wish we could be doing this in person, but we'll catch up with you. But just thank you so much. You're leaving a legacy in this district. Your fingerprints are all over in our leaders and in programs and kids, and just thank you. We'll miss you.
Yeah, how do you follow those ones? But I'm gonna try. Jeff, this feels very anticlimactic the way that we're ending this here, but it's kind of suiting for the last year and a half that we've had. It just kind of, at least graduation was dry. So anyways, I just want to just wrap it. I would just summarize it with just saying, I would be hard pressed to think of a better human being that I know than Jeff Snell. You have led this district with empathy and integrity and a clear vision. It sounds very cheesy and cliche, but I really am a better person for have known you. And this isn't like a eulogy. We know we'll see you later, but just Jeff, really, we owe so much to you. We and the community owe so much to you. And thank you to you. Thank you to your family for sharing you with us. And best of luck, a couple miles down the road. We'll see you.
Thank you, everyone. That's really hard to follow up. So I'm just going to say, Jeff, we're really going to miss you. This seems like perfect for you, though, that you don't get to have this in person, because I know you don't like this attention. So somehow I feel like this happened for a reason, that we have to do this on Zoom on your last meeting. But I echo everyone's comments. It truly has been a pleasure and an honor working with you. And I'm so grateful to know you and to have you as a friend. And I know that you're not going far away, and Vancouver is very lucky to have you. And we're still going to rely on you for, advice and things that we need, because we know you're not going far, and we know we can always reach you, and we have your number. So thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, with that as the public comment for the evening, I am going to make sure you guys all saw the items added to the consent agenda. And if so, I will take a motion on the agenda. And also, just so you know, I'll do roll call vote as well, just so Gail has that.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Is there any other discussion? Okay, roll call vote. Connie?
Aye.
Erica?
Aye.
Corey?
Aye.
And I also vote aye, so that passes unanimously, Gail. So next we will move on to item 7, the superintendent's report, and I believe Dr. Snell and Doug Hood are going to take that one on together.
Gail, can you pull up the slides, please? So the first slide is some of the fun that was had on Thursday of the last week. These are pictures from a couple elementary schools who did their field days and were able to do those in person. So it was a fun deal. Kudos to the staff for planning that and organizing that. And the kids had a ball. We had a lot of parent volunteers in our buildings that day and outside. And so it was awesome to see the collaboration and the spirit there. So just wanted to talk about some fun in the sun that was had on that last week. Thank goodness the temperature was not what it is right now, so we were able to do that.
The next slide, we just wanted to share the Bookmo bus. It used to be the Bookmo van, I think, a couple years ago. So this is back. Want to acknowledge Jen Scott is one of our TOSAs who presented to you in the last workshop. Is really the inspiration behind this and a lot of the work in it. We also had our maintenance team really outfit the bus so that we can get out. It's a pretty phenomenal opportunity for kids and families to connect. And so we appreciate the work that was done on that, and coming soon to a school near you.
So as we move forward, being that this is our last board meeting in June, just moving forward and thinking about typically what we do in August and adopting a budget for the 21-22 school year. So know that that will be something that we will be looking at. And then given the direction from Chris Reichdahl, State Superintendent, a 5-day in-person learning for students, which we're excited about for our K-12 system and actually preschool as well, potentially if that's what they look to do. And then also for our students and our families that would still like the remote option, the Camas Connect Academy is an opportunity for our students and families, and that is K-12 moving forward. And then I think, Tracy, you had mentioned this earlier today in this meeting that we don't have any updates yet from the Department of Health. We keep waiting. We're told that those are coming soon, and that would be specifically around schools. So again, we're waiting very, very patiently for that. So that's kind of as we move forward update and looking forward to those conversations.
Is that the end of our superintendent report?
Yes, it is.
Okay, with that, I just forgot, I need to go back to item 4, the public comments. I forgot to acknowledge that part before I skipped over it. That was accidental on my part. So I just want to acknowledge that we did receive many written comments. All the board members are provided with copies, and we appreciate hearing from all of you, all members of our community. I know that I have been hearing from some people personally. I've met with people personally, and I know that other board members are doing the same. So we appreciate that. And the written comments are all put into public record, and they're available for anyone to view on board docs. So please forgive me for skipping over item 4, but I wanted to make sure and acknowledge that. So with that, we will move on to item 8, quality facility and resources. This is item A, amplify M-Class with dyslexia screening. If you guys have looked over that, that enables us to meet the 2021-22 requirement to implement K2 assessment that helps us identify students with indicators with those with dyslexia. So if you guys have seen that, I will entertain a motion.
Yeah, I appreciated us getting to talk over that at the last workshop. And it's another service that we provide to families along with vision and hearing and now dyslexia. It's a great service. And so I'd like to make a motion to approve a 1-year license for the Amplify M-Class dyslexia screening system for all Camas elementary schools.
And I'll second.
Thank you. Is there any other discussion? If not, I will take a roll call vote. Connie?
Aye.
Erica?
Aye.
Corey?
Aye.
And I also vote aye, so that passes unanimously, Gail. On item 8B, the didactonics final acceptance, we've removed that from the agenda this evening. That was a duplicate from a previous meeting, so we don't need to go over that one. So that moves us on to item C, the annual fire alarm inspection contract. It looks like they're requesting approval to award that to GB Manchester. I know we solicited 4 firms for this work, and GB Manchester was the most qualified bidder on that. So if anybody has any questions, I'll entertain them or a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the fire alarm inspections contract as presented.
I'll
I'll
second
second that.
Sorry.
I'll take a second from Connie on that one. Is there any other discussion? Okay, a roll call vote on that one. Connie,
Aye.
Erica,
Aye.
Corey,
Aye.
and I also vote aye, so that passes unanimously, Gail. The next item on the agenda is item 8D, the Ledbetter Building Boiler Replacement Project. The Operations Department is requesting approval of a contract to JRT Mechanical for $90,176 plus tax. They're also asking for to purchase the equipment directly for $88,114. So we'll purchase that directly. And also noted in here is we're anticipating some incentives for this work of about $28,000. So if there's any other questions, otherwise I'll entertain a motion on that one.
I had a question. Does this need to be two motions? Are we awarding the contract to JRT Mechanical and approving the equipment from Proctor Sales?
Gail, I don't know if Gail wants that in one motion or if we have to do it in two.
One motion will work.
Okay, so I believe you could just do one motion for to approve the boiler place project as presented in our documents.
Then I'll go ahead and make the motion to approve the boiler replacement project as stated.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Great. Is there any other discussion? Okay, roll call vote. Connie,
Aye.
Corey,
Aye.
Erica,
Aye.
and I also vote aye. That passes unanimously, Gail. Okay, on to our next item on the agenda is the Garber Theater remodel. Capital Programs is requesting approval for change order number 12. There were some unforeseen conditions as well as some credits back, some deductions for some things that we took out. So it looks like the contingency is still only going up to 7%, which is what we had expected with this bond project. So I didn't know if anyone had any questions. Otherwise, I believe we're just approving change order number 12.
I'll make a motion to approve change order number 12 for the Garber Theater project.
I'll second that.
Is there any other discussion? Roll call vote. Connie,
Aye.
Corey,
Aye.
Erica.
Aye.
I also vote aye, so that passes unanimously as well. Item number F on our agenda is a new lease agreement with Insight Financials. This is the last step in the Camas One-to-World connectivity initiative that provided one-to-one devices for our K-2 students. Camas also qualifies and is applying for, it says $450,000 in reimbursement from ECF, which will drastically lower the CSD commitment and open new technology opportunities for the Camas levy dollars. So great work by our technology department there.
Yeah.
I would move for approval of the new lease agreement with Insight Financial.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Connie and Erica. Is there any other discussion? So a roll call vote on this one. Connie,
Aye.
Corey,
Aye.
Erica,
Aye.
and I also vote aye, so that passes unanimously as well. The last item on our agenda tonight is item G, the final acceptance of the Camas High School Fieldhouse construction contract with Tapani Construction. It looks like it was completed, and there were 3 change orders for the project, but it was still 3%, only 3% above. So board acceptance will allow the final paperwork and allow that contractor to get their retainage released.
I'll make a motion for final acceptance of the CHS Fieldhouse construction contract.
Thank you, Corey.
I'll second.
Thank you, Connie. Is there any other discussion? Okay, roll call vote on this item. Connie,
Aye.
Corey,
Aye.
Erica,
Aye.
and I also vote aye, so that one passes unanimously. Gail. I believe that's all we have on our agenda for the evening. We do not have any executive session, so this is the end of our regular meeting, and we will be back on July 26th for our next regular scheduled meeting. Thank you.